All right, so this is a little bit of a action for the Wicked Clowns deck that I'm putting together. Finally, getting a clown archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm very excited for this deck. It has the ability to do two potential things. One is absolutely dominate the game and shut it down almost immediately, or two, brick like a motherfucker. So we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at what this deck can do. I'm on Dueling Book right now, and we're just opening up this random hand. And right off the bat, we're eating good. Whether we're going first or second, we got a nice Ash Blossom in hand. We're set up with the prep. We got Charmy. So as long as Charmy doesn't get ashed, we're pretty much good to go. But taking a look, even if we are going for first, the thing I want to highlight about this clown deck is that the Ritual Monster is a 1-card starter. We don't really want to see Whiteface in the opening hand. And after this, I'll go through the deck list and my theory behind the setup. And again, I'm still working on it, still getting comfortable with the deck, but we'll go from here. So I am going to open up because I need to get that Ritual Monster. That's the 1-card starter. So if they do have an Ash and I'm going first, I'm going to activate Pot of Prosperity, and I'm going to go in and see if I can even draw into it, because if I can draw into it, I can use prep to get Cyber Angel, and you'll see why. So we'll get rid of probably our fusion. So we'll banish a fusion. We'll banish Flare Metal. We'll banish Draco Sack. And again, I'll go through the deck list after this. This is just what I have for now, but we'll go through those three. We'll look at the top three of the deck. Hopefully we can draw into it. And that's exactly what we're going to end up doing. So we're going to add that to the hand. And from there, we can go Preparation of Rites, activate that. And we'll go back in and we'll grab Benton. And this is going to work out really well for us, given we can go full combo. So we've got the optimal hand here. We're going to go ahead and activate this Ritual card, which says you can reveal this card in your hand, add 1 Clown Crew card from your deck to your hand, and then discard 1 card. If this card is tributed, you can activate one of these effects. You can either shuffle all Ritual monsters from the field and in graveyards into the deck, or you can flip an effect monster face down on the field. So we basically just want to reveal this, which we'll have to discard a card, which is cool. Reveal this, and we'll go in and get Rehearsal. That's the first card you want to get. So you're going to add Rehearsal to the hand, and then we're going to go ahead and pitch this to the graveyard. We're going to pitch Flare to the graveyard. Doesn't matter because it's coming back in a couple seconds anyways. Then we're going to activate Rehearsal. Rehearsal. You can activate this by tributing 1 monster from your hand or field and add a Clown Crew spell or trap other than this one and Whiteface from your deck. So what are we going to do? We're going to tribute Benton to the graveyard. We're going to view here, and we're going to go ahead and grab Performance, add that to the hand, and add another Whiteface to the hand. Unfortunately, we opened up with them, but that's what you get with this kind of deck. All right, since we tributed Benton, that's going to activate its effect. And yep, we're about to piss everybody off in this bad boy because we're adding Vanity's Ruler from deck to hand, because we are adding a Light Fairy monster because it was tributed. Well, looky loo, Light Fairy monster. Okay, so now that we've got this and we've got Performance, it's going to go to the grave, and we're going to activate Performance. Performance is going to activate. You're going to cheat out 2 monsters from the deck or the extra deck. So we're going to go in and we're going to cheat out Devils. And we're going to cheat out Meteor. And now we're going to perform our normal summon. So this is going to go to the grave. This is going to go to the grave. And then we're going to normal summon Whiteface. And we're going to trigger Whiteface. We're going to go Chain Link 1 and Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3. Now, something to point out here, you might notice you're like, wait a minute. Go back and read those cards, Mark. Okay, because this says, until the end of your next turn, you can't activate the effects of monsters special summoned from your deck or extra deck. That's a important side note to take from these effects. But when you have a monster whose effect activates in the graveyard, it forgets that this was special summoned from the extra deck. All it knows is that this card has activated because it's been tributed. Its effect takes place in the graveyard. If it was on the field, like no doubt, if it was on the field, you're not getting that effect. But because it forgets that it was special summoned that way, and it's just effect activates because it's in the grave, you can activate these effects. So you're going to go Chain Link 3, and you're going to go grab a Clown Crew card from your graveyard and add it back to your hand. So we're going to add Flare back to our hand. This is going to activate a Chain Link 2, set a spell or trap, set a Clown Crew spell from your deck. That's when you're going to go in, you're going to get your copy of Curtain Up. So Curtain Up is going in, and you're setting that. And then this guy's got a beautiful effect that you can tribute summon this card by tributing one extra deck monster and ritual. But if you use 2, you can draw equal cards equal to the number of monsters tributed for the tribute summon. So because we used an Xyz and a Synchro, we draw 2. So now we got 2. This is beautiful right here. And we'll kind of talk about this card as well. So we drew into both traps. That's fine. Now that we're here, we're going to activate Clown Crew Curtain Up. That's our continuous spell. Immediately, we're going to cheat out another monster. We're going to cheat out our fusion. And this will become apparent in just a few minutes. So we're going to cheat out our fusion there. And then we are going to go back to the grave and go to Rehearsal and declare Rehearsal's effect, banish it, and that acts basically as a ritual spell. So we are going to tribute this to the grave, and we're going to special summon out Clown Crew Flare in defense position. So we've just ritual summoned that monster, so we're good to go there. We're looking pretty solid here. What I'm going to do in this position, given everything, what I'm going to do in this position is most likely, because we've got all of our crew stuff, we're going to need an extra body. So what I'm going to do is set performance. Whoops, I sent that to the grave. I didn't want to send that to the grave. I wanted to set it in the spell or trap. So I want to set this because I'm going to need to get 2 extra bodies, which is going to help because again, because I can, if I wanted to normal this, that would be great, but I'm clearly not trying to do that. This secondary effect is massive, which is why I want an extra body on the field during my opponent's next turn. Now, already we've tributed a ritual, a spell, a ritual, a fusion, an Xyz, and a Synchro. 4 different kinds of monsters. Pendulums and links are included on this, but we haven't gotten those cards for the clown deck yet. But for each of those monsters that you tribute this turn, you draw a card at the end phase of your turn, and then you can set a spell or trap from your hand, any spell or trap. So you draw and then you get to set. So I need an extra monster, so I'm going to set performance, and we're going to go to end phase, and then I would draw 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't draw into anything super crazy, but I am going to set Called by the Grave. I think that makes the most sense. So Called by the Grave, you can set that, and you're basically going to pass turn. On standby, you can activate this card by choosing one of the following effects. After this card's activated until the end of the next turn, you can't activate monster effects that were special summoned from the deck or the extra deck. That's totally fine. We don't need that anyways. Standby, we're going to activate performance. That's going to go to the grave, and we're once again going to cheat out this card and this one. And main phase, basically once it's main phase, these 2 are out. Main phase, you're going to activate this guy's effect, which is during your opponent's main phase. Quick effect, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 monster. This is going to the grave. This is going to the grave. Vanity's Ruler gets normal summoned, and now your opponent's locked out of special summoning. Again, we've got Ash Blossom, and we're pretty much set. Like we got Ghost Belt, we got Ash Blossom, and this is just a test hand, obviously. That's given no interruptions, but just something to take a look at and how the deck can work. It's pretty crazy, and you can just lock your opponent down. And we're going to go into the deck list here and just kind of explain some of the things that I've got cooked up so far about it and where we can go with it. So got the one Vanity's Ruler because you can just search that. You don't want to see it in your hand. But if you do, you know, try to make the best of it. I got 2 Unicorn. It's a free body, and it's a nice little effect where you can banish a monster from your opponent's extra deck. So that is clutch. It's a free body on the field, and it's a level 7 as well as Whiteface here. Only running 2 of him. You don't really want to see him in the opening hand, so you don't want to run 3. Same with Flare. Flare is interesting because you want to see this, but you don't want to. You have 9 ways to get to it. Basically, you could max out Flare, max out Prep, and then max out Tenki because this search is a level 4 or lower Beast Warrior. Look what they made this, a Beast Warrior. So you've got 9 ways to get to it, but you don't want to open this, and this, or worst case, this, 2 of these. So trying to find the right ratio for that. Right now I really like 2 Flare, 3 Prep, 2 Tenki. That may change, but that's where I like it right now. 1 Benton, obviously, so that you can draw into the Vanity's Ruler. 3 Ash, 3 Charmy, 2 Ghost Bell. This is running future cards, obviously. Forbidden Crown is in the deck. That's going to be a staple. Right now I like Extreme Performance, being able to cheat out 2 monsters, have 2 of those in your deck. That's good. The Curtain Up, continuous spell, only running 1 of that. Again, the Tenkies are continuous, so very careful. This is like a last ditch effort to get to this to start everything up. Rehearsal's a 3 easily. And because you want to see this card because that sets everything off after you've activated Flare. 3 Prep for obvious reasons. 2 Tenki, like I said, an extra way to get to Flare. But you can also discard it with Flare if you open it up and you don't need it. Talents, Pot of Prosp, again, if you can draw into it, you've got extra deck monsters to waste, call by, cross out. Anti-spell, this is just kind of something I'm messing around with. But it's not set in stone. But again, even if you did activate Crown, you could go Fragrance, Chain, Forbidden Crown, lock your opponent's monster completely, and then you're pretty much good to go. So you're locking your opponent's monster, especially if you got Vanity's Ruler and Anti-Spell. That's pretty much shutting everything down. And I know everyone's probably going to murder me because of that, but whatever. Triple Infinite, and then 1 of each of these bad boys. You could go triple Purlia and Meows. Again, this is the side deck to start with. I took these 2 out because I was, testing around with some other stuff, but I'm not 100% on it yet. 3 Diabolum, 3 Devils, 3 Meteor. You want to run those so you can waste them, have them, you can run them back. Another nice thing about this card is, say you open up with this one and you've got Flare to go full combo. You could pitch this to the graveyard, and if it's sent there from anywhere else other than the field, you can place it face up. So boom, there you go. You've got your return 3 Clown Crew cards from the graveyard or Banish Zone to the deck and then draw a card. So this is a recycler. So opening this and this together are great. That's preferably what you want to see. It's a free pitch and it just sets itself face up. So, which is crucial. IP, SP, Anima, because Flare is 1, Photon, and then these 2 are just because they're rank 7s to match with these 2. Flare for the burn, Draco Sack for destruction on the field. Again, not super sold on it, but this is where I'm at so far. So let me know what you think of this build. Let me know if you think this is the most optimal build for the future when these cards come out. Obviously, we'll be waiting to see if they get the announcement of a pendulum or a link, but I'm looking forward to seeing what this deck does. I know it seems spammy with Vanity's Ruler and Anti-Spell Fragrance, but we are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! After all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile, the playthrough. Let me know what you think down below, what you think about this deck and what you think is going to do, if it'll have any effect, or where you think the game is going to go in the meantime and by the time we actually get these cards. So let me know. Deuces.